can't stop wearing this, you know. I've worn it so many times. You know when you procrastinate, when you really, really want something and you procrastinate, you're like, no, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it. And then you finally just need to get it. Trust me, yeah, I've wanted a jean jacket for the longest and this just... Chicks, yes! Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. What happened? Okay, I'll take it off. Jesus, I don't need anything breaking because I'm a jean jacket.
Boy, I think I might claim you. Put my number in your phone, nickname you. It's Brianna, if you ain't know my name, like Alicia. Still he told his ex-bitch, bye Felicia. Hit Joy and ship you a couple kicks.
Oh my god, my hands are always so ashy. Oh, Jesus. I can't have ashy hands on camera. So much times I look at myself and they're always ashy and it's disastrous, to be honest. I don't know, I've had a few conversations on my Snapchat with people about this breakup nonsense and how I seem to be so okay over it. Because with certain situations I feel like I analyse, especially the older I get. When I'm with people or when I'm investing myself in someone, I feel like I see potential, okay? And I have to see that potential, otherwise we will never grow. So as much as I want to do for myself, I have to see potential for you as well. And sometimes I feel like I live more in that potential and in my head and the imagination of things being okay and imagining how good things can be instead of looking at the reality of how things actually are. Because if I looked into my reality of how things actually are, then I would have noticed from a long time ago that I should have never got myself in those situations or dealt with those people, because they're complete shit and they will never ever elevate me or allow me to prosper or just have and make me realise my full potential within myself, because they don't see their potential in their self. That's why it's important to be with people that compliment you. Who the hell is this? Oh, the orange bags, man. Is he going to knock the door or is he just going to leave the bags there? Just leave the bags there because I don't want to answer the door. Oh my god, I don't want to answer the door. Yeah, you need to find someone that elevates you. And that's where it makes sense when I say don't ever settle for anything less than what you deserve, and really look at what is really important instead of what someone has. But if you're looking at what someone has, minimal, you should definitely be having a job. Oh my god, never would I go out with someone without a job. Kidding me or what? You better have it. You better be getting money somehow. I don't even care if you're selling weed. Get money. I don't want any excuses. You better. Oh my god, that is minimal, especially as an adult. That's the least that you should. It shouldn't even be a quality. The fact that you have to put that out there that someone needs to have a job is a disaster. And in what kind of job? That I'm not bothered about, as long as it's early enough for us to. Me, when I go out, I don't need to really care what's on my card. If we're going to dinner, I can pay for it, it's fine. If we're going to lunch, I can pay for it. Anywhere we go, we can pay for it. I don't have to be worrying about, oh my god, how much I've got in my account, or, you know. I don't want someone who's in that situation. That's why it's nice, I kind of understand when people want someone doing better than them, because if you're already having that mind frame where you can go out and get whatever you want, meaning within means, why should you be with someone that always has to be constantly penny pinching and worrying about what they've got? Oh my god, that is a disaster. I don't want no one like that. It's the put off, man. People don't understand that talking about money is a put off. Oh, that's why I don't want it to be an issue. Like, you got a job, I got a job, it's fine. If you're having a broke month, you wouldn't be saying it. Good, I like that, because I don't want to hear it. But yeah, there's just certain things that you should never settle less for. And I'm going to pick up on now the embracing part of you and how you can overcome stuff like that, and what you need to do besides love yourself, what you can actually put into practice and put into practice on a daily basis for you to elevate your own self, for you to realise your worth and just be happy, especially when you have those shitty days where you just feel like nothing's going right. You're just like, oh, I can't bother today. Why is nothing going right for me? I don't believe that this is going to happen for me. I don't believe I'm going to get this. When you just have those days, I have those days because I'm normal, but it's easy for me to get myself together. Regarding breakup situations and moving on from someone, the best thing that you can do, to be honest, is friends. Oh my god. And if you ain't got good friends, just take yourself out of your house, because sometimes your house could be, that is the one place where we can really be our own worst enemy. When we're stuck in a room, you got no option, you're just thinking about it over and over again, and you're getting yourself in a massive kink. And I always thought that was the best thing, but it's really not. You need to get yourself out. You need to have familiarity. You need to go out, you need to be with friends, you need to just, that is the only way that I feel like I can allow myself just to have fun, is when I'm with people that I love around me, and when we're just doing random stuff. That's cool. Get yourself out as much as possible. It's just not good when you're in a certain mind frame to just stay idle in the same place, because it actually makes things worse. How did I get the journey into loving myself? I think I've done a video like this before, but there's so much stuff that tell you, like, look in the mirror, tell yourself you're beautiful every day. Oh my god, that is so not practical. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here in the mirror every single day. I'm beautiful. I'm a king. I'm worth it. Oh! It's so cringing. I can't. I just do things that I love. Maybe that works for some people, but for me, I can't just wake up every single day looking in the mirror, telling myself or giving myself accolades. I can't. But what I can do is put stuff into practicality, and let's do stuff that I like. So, I see how I'm dressed now. I only dress like this. I only went to Pound Stretcher and to Lidl. So, anyone would think that the way I was dressed, I went out, but I never went out. And then after I come back, I was like, took some pictures, and that was life. I'm gonna make breakfast in a minute, finish watching Love and Hip Hop, I fell asleep, and that's that. But that's little stuff that makes me feel happy. I could be here in a funk and just be like, what do I do, and this, and yeah. But sometimes you just have to drag yourself out and do things that are, you just have to do things that you want to do when you want to do it and how you want to do it. And don't keep thinking about what people are going to think, what people are going to say, because fuck them. I mean, what is anyone there when you're feeling down in the dumps in the first place for you to even need to be watching a video like this, or need to get information or advice about how to love yourself and stuff? It was people that dragged you there in the first place, so why would you care about any? People focus too much on things that don't matter. People don't matter. What matters is what makes you happy. And doing what makes me happy when I want to do it, eating, especially eating, makes me feel marvelous. Yes. What else? So I think that's pretty much that. Yeah. So I'm going to close this one because that's enough of that topic. And let's now talk about dating.